Good evening and welcome to Baseball Night Colorado from Butch Butler Stadium in Greeley, Colorado. Tonight it's two Colorado American Legion baseball teams as the Windsor Wizards square off against their rivals, the Holy Family Tigers. Mike Ray along with Warren Ray and Cameron Gibson, good to have you along. And of course, we've really had to battle Mother Nature here this evening. And so we're just getting underway. Normally, we would have given you a pregame show, but we were not sure if this game was even going to happen. So we're in the first inning, and Perez walks. It's Holy Family in their purple and gray, and Windsor, the home team. So it's Josh Baker coming to the plate. He is number 14. As you know, both of these teams battled it out during the spring. We'll talk a lot about what they did in spring baseball, both literally 1 and 2, and we'll give you more. First pitch hits the batter, so now they're in on first and second. So it's the shortstop, Zach Becker, that's going to step to the plate. Opportunity here early for Holy Family, and they would love to get off to a good start here this evening. In the regular season, it was Windsor that was number 1. We'll give you some very impressive numbers on hitting averages by both teams, and right behind them was Holy Family. Now, oddly enough, both teams went deep into the playoffs, but it was Holy Family that actually went an extra game during spring baseball. So a great opportunity here for Holy Family with nobody out. And we're in the top half of the first inning. Good to have you along. First pitch is going to be a little bit high, and the count is now 1 ball and no strikes. You think about what we're seeing out here with the wind out there. Of course, we just had rain. We're going to try to get this one in. We saw the weatherman basically predicting that the 7 o'clock game, we should have a clear game tonight. So we've really got to weather the storm here in Game 1. We're going to bring you both games here this evening. 1 ball, no strike, 2 men on, nobody out. Next pitch is hit to the shortstop. Going to go 2, turns it, and if it's in time, and it looks like we had a double play. So a man standing on third. Actually checked that. They did not get him at first. Sorry. Austin Thacker going to step to the plate. 1 man down. They did not get him at first. Too close there. So men at the corners. Fly ball fairly deep. Should score him. Next pitch is going to be outside for a ball, and it's now 1-0. Of course, infield looking for the double play to try to get out of this without any damage here. 1-0 pitch on the way outside again. Being careful with Thacker. Of course, Thacker, a good contact hitter. Number 1 and number 2 in the Tri-Valley League this year. Next pitch is hit. It's going to be a base hit going to opposite field. 1 run will score. So now we have men at first and second, still nobody out. Got that pitch up just a little bit, and he just went with it going opposite field. So Nick McCowan now with another opportunity. You have some very good speed on the base paths. So a great opportunity here for Holy Family, especially if they go opposite field. So Thacker more of a power hitter. We'll see if they go small ball in this weather here this evening. Game 1 of 2. We're going to be bringing it to you. Good to have you along. Next webcast this coming Tuesday. Play at second, not in time. So Windsor with a good performance against Thompson Valley just a couple of nights ago, winning that one 23-7. First pitch taken for a strike at the knees, fastball, and it's now 0-1. So you can see the key here tonight for Windsor and really any team in this league is to keep the ball down. Already getting the ball up, and Holy Family scored the 1 run. Next pitch is hit to right field. That should be foul. So it's a long strike and a sigh of relief by the pitcher and Windsor, and it goes to 0-2. A lot of great baseball coming your way here for American Legion. As we mentioned in the last webcast against Northridge, this is the table setter, really June heading into July. You think about it, we're only about 3 weeks away from the playoffs beginning. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on, 1 man in. Next pitch going to be high. Count goes to 1-2. You imagine with this wet weather, getting a good grip on the ball can be kind of tough, especially on ground balls. One-two pitch on the way. It looked like a slider just missing on the outside corner. Count goes even at 2-2. American Legion baseball, you think about the history that has gone on since 1925. 55% of all American or Major League Baseball players have played American Legion. Next pitch hit deep to right field. Right fielder ranging over. Going to be a tough one if it's fair, just missing. Foul. And the count still remains at 2-2. So Family coming out swinging here, threatening again with only 1 out. But you think of the careers that have started here with American Legion, not only in Major League Baseball as far as the players are concerned, but think about all the coaches that have come out of American Legion, not only for professional, but college and high school. Two balls, 2 strikes. Plays at third. They're going to try to obviously get the double play, get out of this. There's the curveball. It's going to be a high chopper. Shortstop coming over. Going to have to go to first. Gets him in time. Runners advance. So the catcher Welsh with 2 outs looking to try to add to the damage here. It's only 1 run. Windsor, of course, a very good hitting team, putting up 23 runs the other night. First pitch taken, swung on and missed for a strike, hitting the outside corner. A lot of people in American Legion, a lot of veterans that every year volunteer their time. Next pitch gets past the catcher, runner's going to score. It looked like for a moment that potentially the catcher, Thacker, was going to get hit, getting out of the way of the pitch, and it literally fooled the catcher, so it got past him, and now we have 2 runs across. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Next pitch, fastball hit down the right field line, going to go foul. Count goes to 1-2. But very impressive. You think about what's gone on with these 2 teams over the years, and Brad Deal primarily. Brad, a very, very impressive coach here for Windsor. Since he's come in, next pitch is fouled away. Count still remains at 1-2. But Deal really is the gift that keeps on giving here for Windsor. Since they have come in, basically they've never had a losing season. Never. We'll go through that a little bit later on. Next pitch is taken outside, and the count goes to 2-2. So Thacker now waiting. 2's across the board. Next pitch is popped up. Catcher has a play on it and squeezes it for the final out. But 2 runs are in the bottom half or the top half of the first inning. Good to have you along. It's American Legion Baseball, Game 1, and it's Windsor against Holy Family. We'll take a short break. Play ball. Bottom half of the first inning, good to have you along. It's American Legion Baseball from Butch Butler Field. Salazar going to lead it off here for Windsor here in the bottom half of the first inning. Spadafera on the mound, pitching, gets a strike at the knees, and it's now 0-1. So as we mentioned, lots of information here for you this evening. We actually did our homework. Spadafera delivers. Going to be a base hit going opposite field for Salazar, and Windsor looking to answer right back.
That brings to the plate second baseman Jaden Maya.
So Jaden Maya stepping to the plate. He plays second base. Man on first, nobody out. This could be fireworks here a little bit early for the fourth. Next pitch hit down the left field line, and it's hit deep, foul. Both teams very good contact hitters. You can see what we heard is there are 10 returning seniors for Windsor from that team that they had last year, which was a very good team. We'll give you some numbers on that momentarily. Curveball outside. Count goes to 1-1. But Windsor last year in spring, which a number of these seniors, going to be seniors, went 13-1 in league. Holy Family at 11-3. Next pitch hit deep to left field. We'll see if he ranges over, drops it, had his glove on it, but not able to pull it in. So now we have men at first and second, and still nobody out. So Braden Martinez looks a little bit like a replay here with Windsor that we just saw with Holy Family, starting it out with two men on and nobody out. Golden opportunity to answer right back. So far, 2 hits in the ball game for Holy Family, 1 now for Windsor. Curveball takes it at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Spadafera coming through, mixing it up. You can see trying to establish that curveball early. 0-1 pitch. Another slider gets past the catcher. Runners will advance. So Thacker not able to get his body on it. And when you have curveballs, very tough sometimes because of the English or the spin on the ball when you're catching. Very tough sometimes to knock it down. Men at second and third. Windsor now threatening. 1-1 pitch. Going to be a high chopper going foul down the left field line. Count is now 1-2. But you think about what Windsor did this last season, and again, we keep bringing that up. But their record really stands. We're going to talk and kind of brag a little bit about Brad Deal. Curveball whacked to the second shortstop, and it bounces off the glove. 1 run will score. Runner is being waved in, 2 runs, and it's now even. And we have a double, and it's all knotted up at 2 with nobody out.
Now batting designated hitter Isaac Morphin.
So it's the DH Isaac Morphin stepping to the plate. And an opportunity here for Windsor to keep the train rolling, literally. Man on second, cat and mouse. First pitch taken, there's the runner. If it's in time, and they do get him at third on the throw, so a nice throw to get the lead runner. So there's 1 down. One-0 pitch on the way. Going to be outside. Quickly going to 2-0. So overall, as we mentioned, Windsor coming in at 22-3. That's huge for this season. Next pitch blocked nicely. But as Brad Deal, since he has been in, as we mentioned, they were 5th ranked in the state this last year. Holy Family, number 25. Taken at the knees for a strike fastball. Count goes to 3-1. Tri-Valley League, very competitive. We're going to talk more about that. There's several good teams in that league. 3-1 pitch, fouled away. Count goes full. But you have Windsor, of course, who won the league. Then it was Holy Family at 11-3. Then Roosevelt, a very respectable season, also got into the playoffs at 10-4. Curveball is going to be a 2-hopper to the shortstop, goes across the diamond, gets this second out. So Logan Thornton, the right fielder, stepping to the plate. In the Tri-Valley League, you also have Meade, Erie, Berthoud, and, of course, Skyline. All these teams are young teams, so be expecting some good teams coming up and very competitive coming up this next season. First pitch taken low for a ball, and it's now 1-0. Hitting the outside corner for a strike, and it's now 1-1. So 2 runs are in so far in the ball game. Next pitch is going to be pulled foul. Count goes to 1-2. So very impressed with the crowd that has shown up here. The faithful here watching both Windsor and, of course, Holy Family. Some of them ducked under the eaves, understandably, but it looks like we're going to clear up. Count goes to 2-2. So really it's going to come down to pitching now. Keeping the ball down. So far where they've made mistakes is getting it up in the strike zone. Next pitch whacked. And there it is. Got it up. Hung the curveball. It's a base hit. So Noah Baker, the first baseman, clearly over 6 feet. I'm guessing about 6'2", 6'3". Probably has some power. There's 2 outs. First pitch going to be outside. It's now 1-0. You can see very active behind the plate is Holy Family. Trying to keep the runner close. A very active team is Windsor. Very well coached by Brad Deal. You think about how valuable these summer experiences are. We know that a lot of these teams play both American Legion and other league play. Blocked nicely. Catcher looking to throw him out. Of course, scampering back in time without a throw. But they will tell you when you talk with the different coaches how important summer baseball is. Getting their team literally ready for next spring. 2-0 pitch taken for a strike. It looked like a slider hitting the inside corner at the knees, and is now 2-1. Warren Ray, Cameron Gibson, Mike Ray bringing it to you. Good to have you along. Colorado American Legion Baseball, Game 1. Next pitch just missing outside. Count goes to 3-1. You can see trying to tease him, trying to nibble the corner a little bit here. You have to be very careful against this Windsor team. 3-1 pitch inside, and he walks him. Seth Warner, the third baseman, stepping to the plate. 2-2 tie. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. Good to have you along. Game 1. Windsor threatening once again. Potential 2-out rally for little nubber. Pitcher's going to have to come up firing. Gets it there in time, but there's 2 runs in. So after 1 in the books, it's all knotted up at 2. You're watching Colorado American Legion Baseball. We'll be right back.
Play ball.
Welcome back to Butch Butler Field. It's Colorado American Legion Baseball. Good to have you along. Saturday Night Baseball. Our next webcast will be this coming Tuesday. Greeley Gojos against Greeley West. We're looking forward to bringing that one to you as well. So Manuel Key stepping up to the plate, trying to get him going here, meaning the Holy Family Tigers. Of course, they had an explosive inning themselves in the top half of the first inning. First pitch taken for a ball, and it's now 1-0. So both teams in the spring going deep. We'll talk more about that. It's going to be a slow roller to the shortstop. Going to come up firing. Got plenty. But it's a high throw. So Holy Family the runner will extend over to second. Throw was there in time, but just not able to bring it in. So left fielder Luke Knudsen stepping to the plate. So an opportunity here for Holy Family like the last inning. Here we're in the top half of the second inning. Nobody out. Throw was high. Plenty of time to get the throw there, but just got away from him. Could be the moisture on the ball. Looking bunt, fundamental baseball, knocked down by the catcher, so the runner stays, does not advance. So it's 1-0. So literally it's a 2-2 tie, 2s across the board. We'll explain that, except for the errors. That's the difference. Next pitch outside, looking bunt, takes it for a ball. Quickly it goes to 2-0, but 2 hits in the ball game for each team. But the difference is the errors. There's 3 errors for Holy Family in this game. Cat and mouse. Let's see if he gets back in time. He does. So when talking to the coaches for Windsor, they were saying this is the learning experience this summer with a lot of new faces here for the Wizards. That's usually what happens in high school baseball. A lot of transition, a lot of learning. That's why they get them out here for as many games as they possibly can. And really, you think about the evolution that's happened in baseball with all the different leagues that are out there. Coaches love the opportunities. Taken for a strike, fastball in the outside corner, painting the black. And it's now 3-1. Next pitch whacked down the first base line. Nice play by the first baseman. If it's fair, we'll wait for the official call here if it was foul or not. But a nice play nonetheless. So apparently it was a foul ball, but a great play by the first baseman anyways. Count goes full at 3-2. Curveball catches him on the outside corner for a strike. And he looks at an out, basically, so there's one down. So it's Caden Lenz, the outfielder, stepping to the plate. Holy Family trying to get it back on top again. Runner gets back easily in time. You can see more of a small ball team is Holy Family versus Windsor. Fastball strike at the knees on the outside corner. Challenging the batter, now going to 0-1. Just missing a little bit high on the outside. Count pushes to 1-1. Flag's basically waving at us here from left field. Slight breeze, but you can see it's starting to clear a little bit. Lights taking effect here early. It's going to be a high chopper to the shortstop. Going to have to come up. Bad bounce, not able to take it in, so you have men at the corners. A.J. Perez, center fielder, stepping to the plate for Holy Family. You know, you look at what happened during the league in the playoffs, and Windsor in Game 1, literally back on the 22nd of May, winning 11-2 over Cheyenne Mountain. Gets past, actually hits the batter, so now bases are loaded. So Josh Baker coming up for his second time at bat here in this ball game. A little conference on the mound, understandably, but if you take a look at what happened in the playoffs, which happened really, rapidly here throughout the season due to the rain, they had to squeeze them in as much as they possibly can. But back on the 22nd, of course, Windsor winning that one 11-2, then taking on Pueblo West and winning that one 7-6, and then finally losing to Valor Christian on the 29th of May 4-3. But very impressive numbers as far as batting is concerned by both teams. Holy Family, their batting average for the spring was .340. Their on-base percentage, .442. Home runs, 5. So this is a team that can light it up. We'll talk more about Windsor and what they can do with the bat when they come up in the bottom half of the second inning. So the conference is over. We'll see what kind of strategy, really just trying to settle the pitcher down. He's got plenty of stuff early in this ball game. First pitch taken inside. Count goes to 1-0. Got a little dance going on at home plate there by Baker. So bases are loaded. Great opportunity here for Holy Family. Hit down the left field line, foul. Count evens at 1-1. So the playoffs are coming. Yeah, we're looking at potentially mid-July as the start. 5 different leagues for American Legion Baseball. We invite you to go to www.calb.org. And you can see the schedule for the 5 different leagues. 1-1 pitch going to be just a little bit high. Count goes to 2-1. A little bit later on, we're going to talk about some opportunities for you. 2-1 pitch hit down the right field line, just ticking the glove of the first baseman. Going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. They're waving in the runner coming in, not in time, so 2-run score. And just like that, Holy Family back on top. So Zach Becker, the shortstop, number 9, stepping to the plate. And he hit a shot literally over, and it just barely tipped. It looked like it tipped the glove of the first baseman for Windsor. But he hit a shot down the right field line, allowing 2 runs to score. We have 4-2, and it's Holy Family back on top. First pitch taken for a ball inside, and it's now 1-0. Later on, we're going to try to talk with Scott Gibson, one of the commissioners for American Legion Baseball, about some opportunities for you to go see the Rockies and get a good deal all at the same time. Yeah, some great opportunities to go catch the Colorado Rockies. They beat my Dodgers last night. 1-0 pitch taken for a ball at 2-0. But not only can you get a good deal sitting on the first base level, is my understanding, to go see the Rockies, but it also helps benefit American Legion Baseball as well. 2-0 pitch. And it's a high throw to the shortstop. They're going to wave in the runner. So some errors here by Windsor, producing a couple of runs. So a throwing error, literally, not able to draw it in, and another run scores. Is now 5-2. First pitch taken for a ball in the inside, and the count goes to 1-0. Keep in mind, there's only 1 out. Already in this inning, 3 runs have scored. Next pitch going to be outside. You can hear plenty of snap on the mitt, just having trouble locating the strike zone. .20 pitch, hit right up the middle, going to be a base hit. And it looks like you're going to wave him in. Here comes the throw. It's going to be wide, not in time. Gets past the catcher, so the runners will advance to second and third. So it's a 6-2 ball game. 4 runs are in here in the top half of the second inning. So Nick McCowan, again, another opportunity. We'll see how much longer they're going to leave the starting pitcher in here for Holy Family, another conference on the mound. So at times, we've seen some very good locations early by Windsor as far as the strike zone, but again, paying the price. And then, of course, the errors so far in this ball game. Unofficially, I have 4 errors. Couple of throwing errors and just not able to pull it in. Men at second and third, 1 out. Fastball gets past the catcher, so another run will score. Count goes, actually the score goes up to 7-2. 1 ball, no strikes. Man at third. So Brad Deal obviously leaving his pitcher in there, very confident that the Wizards can come back. Throws a slider at him for a strike. Count even at 1-1. Game 1 of 2, 7-2. Top half of the second inning. Good to have you along. Infield playing up, obviously trying to prevent another run from crossing the plate. Two-one pitch on the way. Fastball waved at it. Count goes to 2-2. So really, you think about what some of these teams do now. They've really become road warriors. We'll talk more about that. Nice slider on the outside corner gets him. And there's 2 down. Blessed relief for that strikeout. So Welsh going to step to the plate. with 2 outs, still man on third. First pitch, and he whacks it to left field. Left fielder gets over his head, hits a shot. Welsh going to second with the stand-up double.
Now up the plate, third baseman
Emmanuel Keene, the third baseman, stepping to the plate. We'll see if there's going to be a pinch runner here for Welsh. But literally got it in his wheelhouse and just hit a shot over the left fielder's head. Just could not catch up to it. No way. Welsh really not all that tall, but it looked like the pitch was right at the knees for a normal sized player. But he got a hold of it and sent it. So obviously the heavy air has not affected the way Welsh is hitting here this evening. 8-2 ball game. You heard it correctly. Holy Family on top. First pitch taken outside for a ball, and it's now 1-0. So Windsor trying a number of combinations, going with sliders, curveballs, fastballs. But so far, 4 hits in the ball game here for Holy Family. Next pitch taken for a strike on the inside corner, and it's now 1-1. This could be a very high-scoring event because both teams are coming out swinging pretty free. Next pitch gets past the catcher. The runner will advance to third. Now, if you're Windsor, you don't want to let this one get away too early. 6 runs, you can catch them, but you start getting up to 7 and 8 runs ahead. Even though there's still plenty of baseball, it does get a little bit harder. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. This pitch going to be taken for a ball. Now goes to 3-1. So he walks him. You know, you look at, again, the on-base percentage that Holy Family had this past season, 442. And oddly enough, stolen bases, this is a fairly quick team. They had 44 this last season, meaning Holy Family. First pitch is fouled away. Count goes to 0-1. And the ERA for Holy Family at about 2.71. So we'll see if pitching does make a difference here, but so far for both teams, it really hasn't made a difference in this ball game. A 1 pitch whacked for a base hit. So the beat goes on with men at first and second with 2 outs. So Mark Cowell, the coach here for Holy Family this past spring, had a 17-6 record overall, and as we mentioned, 11-3. So most likely we'll see this again this next year between these two teams battling it out for first and second. Don't forget Roosevelt, they have a good team there as well. First pitch taken for a ball. It's now 1-0. Waved at. Count evens at 1-1. So we'll see how much longer the pitcher for Windsor will be in this ball game after this inning. Curveball in the dirt, knocked down nicely, prevents the runner from advancing. Count goes to 2-1. So far, Mother Nature being nice to us here. Next pitch going to be wide. Gets past the catcher. So the runner's now at second and third. In watching the weather report, even though it looks pretty dark off in left field, it looks like most of this storm is going to pass us for the most part. We know that the 7 o'clock game, by what we saw on the map, looks like we'll have a clear game. 3 balls, 1 strike. And a little bit high, and he walks him. So now the bases are loaded. So A.J. Perez with another opportunity here. We'll see how long Brad Deal leaves his pitcher in there. Of course, you got to get some work in there here on a Saturday evening. First pitch taken, fastball on the inside corner for a strike, and it's now 0-1. Outside, count evens at 1-1. So bases are loaded. Basically, Windsor shot to second baseman, squeezes it for the final out. But in the inning, 7 runs were scored. Again, on about 3 errors. We're don't have the official count here, but 3 errors in the inning. So after 1.5 in the books, it's a 9-2 ball game. Holy Family on top. You're watching Colorado American Legion Baseball, and we'll be right back.
Play ball!
High fly ball into right field. She is gone!
Welcome back to Butch Butler Field. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. It is a 9-2 ball game.
The batter for Windsor, left fielder, Zach Lilly.
So Zach Lilly going to step to the plate here for Windsor. It's very obvious what Windsor needs to do is start scratching their way back, but they have a lot of firepower. First pitch taken for a ball, little chin music. Count is now 1-0. So keeping the lid on Windsor, keeping the pressure on, and that's going to be the job of the pitcher here this evening. Next pitch low, blocked by the catcher. Count goes to 2-0. Yeah, when you have a 7-run lead like you have, you want to keep that momentum going and not allow anybody to get back into this one. Next pitch is now inside, and it now goes to 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Next pitch taken on the inside corner for a strike, and it's now 3-1. So very important that you start putting the pressure on the hitters here, mixing your speeds, mixing your locations, because they're going to be trying. There's the high chopper to the shortstop, going to come up firing, gets him at first. Nice play by Holy Family. So this is exactly what you want to do if you're Holy Family. You want to get them to get as many ground balls as you possibly can. Obviously, strikeouts are better, but if you can keep the pitch counts low, and then, of course, keep them under the lid, basically that's the best prescription here for the evening. So it's Hansen stepping up to the plate for Windsor. High chopper foul. Count goes to 0-1. 0-1 pitch hits him, wears it on literally in the middle of his back, so an opportunity here for Windsor.
That brings up center fielder Isaiah Salazar.
Isaiah Salazar, center fielder, looking to get something going. Man on first. There's one out. Infield most likely will be playing up, trying to get that double play and get out of this quickly. So the number's a little bit deceiving. You have 9 runs on 5 hits, but a number of errors also. Curveball taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. Good location. So clearly Holy Family now starting to challenge the batters. You can see getting more comfortable on the mound. Modest lead at first. Next pitch going to be low, being a little bit careful. Count goes to 1-1. This team can hit and get back into it very quickly. Numbers, again, if you look at it, hit-wise is 5-3. So the Windsor only down hit-wise. If you're looking at that score, there goes the runner. Throw's going to be high, so he steals, gets past, and he wisely holds up. Good backup by the center fielder on the errant throw. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out, man on second. Base hit should score him. Next pitch blocked nicely. Runner advances to see if the throw's wide. So the run should score. Here comes the throw, but it's not going to be in time. So a much needed run here for Windsor in the bottom half of the second inning. So very important that you don't let Windsor get into any kind of rhythm here if you're a Holy Family fan. Understandably, this team can rally quickly. 9-3 ball game. Next pitch hit to center field. Center fielder ranged back about 10 steps, makes the catch for the second out. Jaden Maya stepping to the plate. 2 down, 1 run is in. First pitch outside. Count goes to 1-0. Curveball whacked down the right field line, foul. Very important you don't let him get back in. I know I keep sounding like a broken record here, but this is a team you can see has some power, and they can hit not only for singles but can spray it in gaps and extend that to doubles and triples. 1-1 pitch on the way, going to be blocked nicely by the catcher. 2-1, but you look at the history since Brad Deal has come in. Came in the 2011-2012 season. They went 13-10. It gets better. Hits the outside corner for strike 2 with the fastball, evens it up at 2s. But then in the 12-13 season, he repeated himself at 13-10, meaning the Wizards took a little bit off, and missing count is at 3-2. But then in 13-14 season, that's where it really starts to jump fast, and I'll tell you more about that. 3-2 pitch on the way. Going to drop for a base hit, and you could see it almost looked like ball 4, but just reaching out and tapping, going opposite field for the base hit. Braden Martinez, the shortstop, looking to try to get something going with 2 outs, looking for a 2-out rally here. Next pitch is going to be outside. Count goes to 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. In the 2013-14 season, that's where Windsor really started to pick it up. Missing outside again, count goes to 2-0. And in that season, Windsor was 18-2. So you see the progression. We'll talk more about that. 2-0 pitch on the way. Fouled away. Count goes to 2-1. Game 1 of 2. Next game, depending upon how long this one goes. Roughly a 7:30 start. And the flags now, very little breeze, so it's starting to become a very nice evening. You still have plenty of time if you're in the area. Come on out to Butch Butler on 23rd, and you can catch this ball game. Next pitch waved at for a strike. It's now 2-2. Hit to left field. Left fielder ranging back should have a play, and he makes the catch for the final out. But Windsor answering back with 1 in the bottom half of the second inning. It's a 9-3 ball game. You're watching Colorado American Legion Baseball. Good to have you along. We'll be right back.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of Northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
Welcome back to Butch Butler Field. We do have a new pitcher here for Windsor. We'll try to get a name here for you momentarily. But it is a 9-3 ball game. Very important now that Windsor does put a lid on some of the scoring by Holy Family, who has come out. It's been basically a buzzsaw, but, you know, comparing hits-wise, it's 5-4. Holy Family with 5 hits in the ball game, 4 for Windsor. First pitch taken for a strike. Quick work. It's now 0-1. Josh Baker stepping to the plate, takes a strike. 2 pitches, same result, same location, strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. It's going to be a high chopper foul. Count still remains at 0-2. Next pitch is fouled away. Count still stays at 0-2. Isaac Morton on the mound here for Windsor. top half of the third inning. Colorado American Legion Baseball. Baseball Night, Colorado. Good to have you along. Next pitch took a little bit off, waved at it for a strike, and there's one down. So Morton, who was the DH, now stepping in on the mound and making quick work here of Holy Family in the top half of the third inning. Very important that he puts the lid down on the scoring. So Zach Becker now, the shortstop, trying to get something going here, try to give a rude greeting. First pitch fouled away, and it's now 0-1. So Morton, if he can put the lid on here, will really be looking to get Windsor back to setting some more table. In other words, coming up in the bottom half of the inning, looking to try to just keep chipping away. We still got a number of innings here. Of course, we're playing 7 here in the first game. Bounces one, it's now 1-1. Morton delivers fastball. Pretty heavy diet of fastballs so far. On the strikeout, he threw a changeup that got him swinging. Count goes to 2-1. Again, fundamental baseball, trying to get those ground outs. Curveball hitting the outside corner. Now evens it at 2-2. So some good stuff coming out here by Morton. Mixing speeds, of course, coming out understandably, trying to get into a rhythm with fastballs now, starting to go to the junk. Going to be a chopper, and just gets past the glove of the shortstop. Base hit.
Now batting first baseman, Austin Sasser.
Austin Thacker stepping to the plate. Infield clearly going to be looking double play. Going to play up, get out of this one quick. In last week's game, you think about what we saw with Northridge and Skyview. We saw Northridge jump out early. In the first couple of innings, they were breezing. Hits the batter, and it ricocheted off. We're not sure exactly where it hit him. Look close to his neck. There's thunder in the background. We did see lightning off in the distance. We'll see if we have to have some kind of a lightning delay. A little bit of everything here this evening. But so far, we've been fortunate. McCowan going to step to the plate. Men at first and second, Forces at third. So we'll see how accurate the weather bug app is here this evening. First pitch taken for a strike, outside corner, 0-1. Morton set. Another fastball inside missing. Count evens at 1-1. As we mentioned, a pretty heavy diet of fastballs here. Has been fairly good about hitting it at about knee length to the thighs. You get it up any higher, and you're going to pay the price. There's the play and not in time. That's what we saw with the first pitcher for Windsor. Started to get into a little bit of rhythm, but then started making mistakes getting the ball up. Taken for a strike again, hitting that outside corner, living on the edge, and it's now 1-2. Hard to believe after what we've had this week weather-wise, we're sitting here with a lot of people huddling, trying to keep warm. Took a little bit off on the curveball, waved at it for a strike, and it's now 2 down. So Welsh going to step to the plate. Last time hit that screaming double literally over the left fielder's head. Has some good speed as well for a catcher stepping into the plate. There goes the runner's double steal, fouled away, so they'll wind it up and start it all over again. 0-1. So clearly Holy Family playing aggressive here, going hit and run with a 6-run lead. Obviously very confident in Welsh's ability to get the bat on the ball. So Welsh also very good behind the plate this evening. We've seen a number of times where he's come up, faking the throw and keeping the Wizards honest on the base paths. There'll be a little conference here on the mound for the Wizards. And as we mentioned, really where it really started the train ride, if you will, for the Wizards with Brad Deal, we mentioned in the 2013 and 14 season at 18-2, and it just keeps getting better and better. In the 2014 and 15 season, 15-8. Then in the 15-16 season, 20-5. 2 years ago, it was 18-3. And of course, last year, their best year at 22-3. Most of those seasons making playoff appearances. Next pitch, curveball. Count goes to 0-2. Kind of feels a little bit like the natural here. We'll see if anything is sent out of the park. Going to be high. Now count goes to 1-2 strikes. So you can clearly see that the storm, if you will, is a little bit north of us. And we're getting a little bit of an opening, potentially. Strike 3 with the fastball, caught him looking. So a good inning here for Windsor and much needed with the strikeout and Morton. So after 2.5 in the books, it's a 9-3 ball game, American Legion Baseball. Good to have you along. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Butch Butler Field. Bottom half of the third inning. We're trying to avoid another rain delay or a rain delay. So Isaac Morthen coming to the plate, of course, did great work coming in relief here in the top half of the inning. First pitch taken for a ball. They're going to be careful. Morthen was the DH, good hitter. Obviously a very good pitcher as well. 9-3 ball game, 6 hits for Holy Family, 4 hits for Windsor. Next pitch, foul back to me. Count evens at 1-1 strike. So far, Holy Family doing a very good job of staying in this with the pitching and fielding. Next pitch going to be in the glove of the pitcher, gets the easy out, and there's one down. So starting to shine, and it looks like the big black cloud is starting to move away. So we might have a beautiful evening here at Butch Butler Field. This is game one of 2 games, and keep in mind, we're in the bottom half of the third, so you still have time to get out here, and it should be clearing here shortly. First pitch to Thornton, waved at for a strike, and it's 0-1. Next pitch a little bit low, fastball, and it's now 1 ball and 1 strike. So you see the age of the pitcher. We're guessing a sophomore for Holy Family, and coming in and doing a great job, coming in with the curveball in the outside corner, and it's now 1-2. Another curveball, this time fouled away. Count evens at 2-2. So keep in mind, there's only 1 out, trying to get something going here in the bottom half of the third inning. We are going 7. Next pitch outside, and it's now full. Next pitch curveball, and it's whacked to left field. Left fielder ranging over. Goes about 8 steps, makes the catch for the second out. So Holy Family doing a great job here this evening. On the pitching side, you can see keeping the ball down low. Gets a strike for strike 1. So Noah Barker trying to get something going with a 2-out rally potentially. A 1 pitch, pulled to the third baseman, backhanded, comes across the diamond, gets it in time for the 3rd out. So a 1-2-3 inning also for Holy Family, answering right back. And after 3 in the books, it's a 9-3 ball game. American Legion Baseball here from Butch Butler Field. We'll take a short time out.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
Butch Butler Field, 4th inning. Good to have you along. American Legion Baseball, Colorado style. And when I say Colorado style, weather-wise, it's just been really interesting here. Of course, this past week here, you think about it, just a couple of days ago, we were up in that 102, 103 degree, and now we're sitting in the low 60s. First pitch taken for a strike, actually for a ball. It's now 1-0. Morphin doing a great job here for Windsor, coming in and putting a lid on. We'll see if he can repeat the performance here in the 4th inning. Holy Family fans, you got to be happy with what you're seeing your pitcher doing a great job as well. 2 balls, no strikes. 4th inning, 9-3 ball game. First game of the double. We're hoping to get them both in here this afternoon and evening. Morphin delivers. Going to be slow roller to the third baseman. Going to come up firing and gets him in time. There's one down. Luke Knudsen going to step to the plate. Pretty much all of the lineup here for Holy Family has been on base throughout this game. First pitch taken for a strike by Morphin. It's now 0-1, just coming back with that heat. Trying to keep the pressure on. He's been challenging the batters. This pitch a little bit wide. Count evens at 1-1. So next game will be here that we webcast here at Butch. Knocked down nicely by the catcher. Count goes to 2-1. Greeley Gojos and Greeley West. That should be an Elite A game. Should be a lot of fun. Game gets underway at 5, and then, of course, the night set at 7:30. 2-1 pitch going to be high. Taken to 3-1 with 1 out. Three-one pitch taken for a strike. Takes it to full. So if you're Holy Family, you want to get more insurance runs. If you're Windsor, you want to get them out quickly and start scratching some more. Ball 4, so we have a man on with 1 out. Caden Lynn stepping to the plate. 1 out, 1 man are on. First pitch taken wide. It's now 1-0. So Holy Family just trying to get their bat on the ball, make Windsor make those plays. We've seen a number of errors here this evening. Just trying to get it in play. Next pitch taken low and swung at and missed for strike 1, 1-1. Almost looked like a sinker pitch by the way that he threw that on the trajectory of the ball. Really dipped there right at the end. So Morphin, hats off to him coming in a tough situation, getting this one under control. A lot of cat and mouse going on here this evening. Infield playing up. Next pitch curveball for a strike. Good location, good idea. It's now 1-2. So in the summer, this is the time when you try a lot of different combinations of things. Next pitch fouled away, count evens at 1-2. So if you're a pitcher and you have a pitching coach, this is the time that you want to experiment using maybe pitches that you don't use during the spring, getting ready for the spring. 1-2 pitch. Just missing, apparently. It's now 2-2. .623 Mountain Time here. Game 2 scheduled for 7:30. There's a slow roller. Morphin's got the easy play at first. Runner advances to second. They weren't able to get him. So there's 2 down. A.J. Perez going to step to the plate. Base hit, again with the speed on the base pads, could score another run. Keep in mind it's 9-3. And you don't want to let him score here, so the infield's going to play most likely up. Keep it in front of him and get the final out. So if you're Holy Family, you got to feel pretty good right now after coming in second to Windsor, and you've got a 6-run lead. First pitch taken a little bit high. Count goes to 1-0. Morphin set at the belt. Drops one in there. Nice location at the knees on the outside corner. Evens it up at 1-1. Clearly Morphin going to be one of their starting pitchers this coming season. As we mentioned earlier in the cast, 10 seniors to be coming up this next season. So they were juniors last year. Transition year here for Windsor. In talking with Brad Deal, and of course the assistant coach said they like what they see. Said, of course, it's a learning experience, but they like what they see with this young squad. Inside corner, almost letter high. Count evens at 2-2. Morphin delivers, calls it a ball, so count now is full at 3-2. You think about what we've seen in baseball over the years, and really the letter high fastball is almost non-existent. They just don't call him as much as they used to. Strikes him out with the curveball in the outside corner, and a much needed out here for Windsor, putting the lid on any potential scoring. So after 3.5 in the books, 9-3 ball game. Holy Family on top. You're watching Colorado American Legion baseball from Butch Butler Field. Good to have you along. We'll be right back.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of Northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic. Affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
Bottom half of the fourth inning. Good to have you along. American Legion baseball. First pitch taken for a strike at the knees. Got to give you Holy Family a lot of credit. This young pitcher that's out for a family has pitched this whole ball game and really has challenged batters. Of course, he's faced some adversity himself, but a lot of character on the mound here for Holy Family here this evening with a 6-run lead. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mike Ray, Cameron Gibson, and Warren Ray bringing it to you. Good to have you along. Next pitch fouled away. Count goes to 1-2. It's always fun to see the youngsters here in the ballpark, and some very knowledgeable youngsters here in the ballpark. We're going to try to interview one of them a little bit later on. Next pitch is blocked and in the dirt. Count goes to 2-2. So far, we're avoiding another storm. So far, flags literally are limp out in left field. 2-2 pitch on the way. Knocked down. Count goes full. Next pitch going to be wide, and he walks him. So Zach Lilly, the left fielder, coming to the plate. Nobody out, 1 man on. We're in the bottom half of the 4th inning, American Legion Baseball. This is Baseball Night Colorado. It's something new this season that we're really trying to promote more night baseball. So we'll be back here Tuesday evening at Butch. We hope you join us. 1-0 pitch, taken at the knees for a strike. Good location. Really like what I'm seeing here with Holy Family. Inside and outside corners using curveballs, sliders. Very effective here this evening. Evens it up at 1-1. Next pitch taken for another strike, this time on the inside corner. Now goes to 1-2. Infield looking double play. Third baseman almost on the grass. Hit to right field. This should drop for a base hit. It does. So men at first and second, and there's nobody out. Sun starting to peek out on the infield here, and we are glad to see that. So A.J. Hansen, the catcher, stepping to the plate. Opportunity here for Windsor. Still plenty of time. We're going 7, and we're in the 4th. 9-3 ball game. Men at first and second. Gets by the catcher, so the runners will advance to second and third. So a rare miss by the catcher on the block. Base hit could score 2 runs here. So Brad Deal going to talk to his batter. You can see the conference there at close to third. You never know, they might even try to actually bunt and try to push him over. You never know with Windsor. We're not sure how small ball they want to play here this evening, but so far have plenty of firepower to extend it to the fences. Again, heavy air tonight. We might not see too many balls flying out of here. In fact, so far in this season, we have not seen one yet. So a lengthy discussion here, and you can see on the Holy Family side, talking to the pitcher, they don't want to allow the Wizards to get back into this one and pull the magic act out from them, because this is a team that you can feel is ready to explode. So both conferences are over. Strategies are set. Obviously going opposite field would really work here as far as trying to extend the runners. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch is hitting. Going to try to go to first to get him, but they don't. It's an errant throw, so 1 run will score. 2 runs will score, and just like that, Windsor is back in this ball game. It's now a 9-5 ball game. So Isaiah Salazar now with a man on second. Keep in mind, there's nobody out. Salazar, another good hitter, has power, can send it up the gaps. First pitch knocked down by the catcher. Nice to keep it in front of him. Keep in mind, if it does get by him, the runner advances, and then a fly ball can score another run. So Windsor down by 4 runs here in the 4th inning. The idea, as we mentioned before, keep chipping away. Gets by the catcher. This time the runner will advance. So trying to nibble the corner with the curveball. Got away from the catcher just a little bit wide. So now there's 2 balls and no strikes. Man on third. So potentially the air bug starting to infect here, Holy Family, in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Good to have you along. 2-0 pitch. challenges him. Play is going to come home, but he bobbles it, decides to go to first instead. Gets the out, but another run scores. So now it's a 9-6 ball game. So good fundamental baseball gets Windsor back in this one down by 3. So a very good outing here by Holy Family to hold off Windsor, but now starting to get to him here with 3 runs in this inning. First pitch taken on the outside corner for a strike fastball, and it's now 0-1. Sun really starting to show itself now. Should be a beautiful evening here at Butch. 0-1 pitch slapped foul. Count quickly goes to 0-2. Next pitch slapped foul. Andrew Spatifa. We're trying to get that one down here. This is one of those announcer tester type of scenarios here this evening. So Spatifa doing a very good job here for Holy Family. Next pitch going to be hit opposite field foul. Count still remains at 0-2. So Andrew doing a very good job. You got to really get hats off to a very valiant game here so far. Not saying that he's going to be knocked out of here, but you can see clearly Windsor starting to extend their muscles a little bit. Took something off, waved at it for a strike, 3, and now there's 2 down. So Spatifa doing a great job of changing not only the speed of the ball and the curveball, but even the location. Got it up a little bit. So Martinez now stepping to the plate. Bases are empty, but 3 runs are in with 2 outs. Spatifa delivers. Little chin music dropping in for a ball. It's now 1-0. Pitch a little bit low. Quickly goes to 2-0. So clearly Windsor in this ball game. Spatifa trying to stop the damage here in this inning. Whack down the left field line. Foul, and quickly goes to 2-1. But you can see some live bats here in the Windsor lineup. You can understand why Spatifa is being careful here. 2 balls, 1 strikes, 2 outs, 3 runs are in. Inside, count goes to 3-1 on the fastball. Infield playing up, trying to get that final out. 3-1 pitch catches him on the inside corner. Nice location on the black. Count goes to full. Next pitch inside, and he walks him. So a 2-out walk, and Windsor now with an opportunity here with Morphin coming to the plate. So Morphin, who has come in and done a good job on the mound, also who has been the designated hitter, a very dangerous hitter, trying to extend this inning with 2 outs. Up the middle, second baseman's got it, going to go the easy way on the force, and that'll do it. But 3 runs are in. So after 4 complete innings, it's a 9-6 ball game. Holy Family on top. You're watching Colorado American Legion Baseball.
Play ball.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Top half of the fifth inning. Good to have you along. Colorado American Legion baseball.
For Holy Family, Josh Baker.
Josh Meeker stepping to the plate. Got to watch out for those stadium announcers, I tell you. First pitch taken by Meeker is a ball, and it's now 1-0. So Morfin and Spadifa doing a great job for both teams respectively. Morfin trying to keep the lid on. The prescription has been good here for Holy Family. Bring in a guy that looks more like a closer coming in early. He gets quickly 1 ball and 1 strike. Took a little bit off. Swung on and missed for strike 2, 1-2. Mike Ray, Cameron Gibson, Warren Ray bringing it to you. Butch Butler, field. Next pitch hit's going to be potentially a base hit. Unless they get it in time. Nope, not in time. Hit deep in the hole. That was a tough play for anybody. So Zach Becker now with an opportunity to put some pressure on here against Windsor and Morfin. Nobody out, 1 man on. Morfin now, we'll see how he answers the challenge. Comes in with a good curveball, drops it in there for a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. You can see clearly the difference in experience and how Morfin is just coming out and challenging. Comes to the same location. This time fastball quickly goes to 0-2. So mixing speeds and the spin on the ball, and Morfin quickly gets 0-2. Obviously didn't like what he saw there, meaning Morfin. So they're going to go through the signs once again. 0-2 pitch, hit to right field. Right fielder looks like he has a play, makes the catch for the first out. Sun now more of an issue here for the right fielder, finally. Austin Sanser stepping to the plate. 1 man on, 1 out, 9-6 ball game. First pitch fastball taken on the inside corner for a strike, and it's now 0-1. So for a rare moment, we saw the sun actually, I won't say a major problem for the right fielder, but you could see his sunglasses finally glaring from right field as he made that catch. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Holy Family trying to get some momentum back here as far as on the offensive side. So this is the second time in this inning that Morfin has stepped out. Just didn't feel comfortable with whatever the sign was. Drops a curveball in there, blocked nicely by the catcher, preventing the runner from moving to second. So Warren Ray doing a great job shooting literally from on top of the dugouts. We kind of have a unique situation. We'll explain that. There goes the runner, hit and run. Going to have to run back. Center fielder ranging over and not able to come up with the ball. You could see kind of a communication issue there between the two fielders. And we have runners at the corners. We'll see if that turns out to haunt Windsor here later on in this ball game, because clearly both fielders had a beat on it, and one of them could have had a play, and then it was the center fielder not able to come up with the ball at the last second. So really the communication not there. So there's one out, men at the corners. They're going to be looking double play clearly. Knocked down by the catcher. Runner will easily get to second. So base hit here could potentially score 2 runs. 3-run ball game. Holy Family in purple at bat with the lead. Looking bunt, going to go foul. Count evens at 1-1. So one of the pleasures that we get to do is actually calling these games, American Legion games. This is, you think about all of the sacrifice that's gone. You know, we've had this ad that this promo that we've been running here for the last couple of seasons. Because of them, we get to play. In other words, because of the veterans that have served for so many years, has allowed us this freedom and the ability to just come out and enjoy a ball game. Next pitch hammered, going to be a base hit, so 1 run will score. Getting the ball in quickly, so men are now at second and third with 1 out, and it's now a 10-6 ball game. So Colin Welsh, the catcher, obviously one of those players, despite his height, is really a threat here. Of course, he banged a double in his first at-bats. So they're going to need to be careful here with 1 out, because if he hits another shot like he did, 2 runs will score. 10-6 ball game. Looking bunt, gets it down. Catcher tags the runner coming in. Good play by the catcher. So Welsh just not able to get a ball down a little bit further and allowed the catcher to make the play at home. So Emmanuel Keene now trying to keep this rally going. 1 run is in. Good fundamental baseball here by Holy Family. Don't go away from this. We've still got plenty of baseball left in this one. Morphin being challenged in this inning. And that shows you the Holy Family hitters adjusting to his pitching. Next pitch is a curveball, drops one in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Men at the corners, obviously forced play at second to get out of the inning. But a nice play at home by the catcher. Little chin music missing. Count evens at 1-1. We want to thank Gil Salazar for stepping in here this evening and being our stadium announcer. Of course, you probably remember that name. We'll talk about him in a moment. Not only was he a veteran that served us here, protecting our country, but also has been a coach for a number of seasons here locally, and was also a radio announcer here at KFK 1310 AM for a number of years. Next pitch waved at for a strike, now 2-2. So we're glad to have Gil along here this evening with us. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Morphin delivers high. Count goes full at 3-2. Money pitch here. Again, don't forget, if you'd like a great deal on Rockies tickets, we're going to get more information from Scott Gibson a little bit later on and how you can get a great deal and support American Legion baseball. Go see the Rockies. So ball 4 loads them up with 2 outs. Luke Knudsen now the left fielder, who has been on base a couple of times this evening, looking to add to the trouble here of Windsor. Morphin delivers, took something off of that, swung on and missed for strike one. So I'm not sure if that's a changeup or some kind of a sinker ball, but Morphin has used that very effectively here this evening. Of course, good curveball as well. Fastball outside, count evens at 1-1. So Morphin trying to get out of this with a 1 run added to the scoreboard here by Holy Family. We're in the 5th inning, going 7. 2-1 pitch on the way. Curveball catches him on the outside corner for a strike. It's now 2-2. Drops the curveball. You could see him setting him up because he went outside, inside, and then drops the curveball low at the knees on the inside corner to get the final out. But 1 run is in. So after 5.5 in the books, it's a 10-6 ball game. Holy Family on top. You're watching Colorado American Legion Baseball. We'll take a short break. Bottom half of the 5th inning, American Legion Baseball here from Butch Butler Field. Good to have you along. First pitch hit to right field, right fielder ranging over, and he makes the catch for the first out, so there's 1 down. So the nice thing about
Now batting, first baseman
Noah Baker coming to the plate. The nice thing about coming to American Legion baseballs is that you can win some Rockies tickets, and we just had the trivia question of who Butch Butler is and what position did he play. So 1 out single here by Windsor, and looking to answer back here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Noah's hit. Batter, third baseman Seth Warner. By the way, winner of the tickets was Wayne Baker. Congratulations.
So Wayne Baker is the winner of the tickets here. And these are great seats, by the way. This is first level, third base side at Coors Field. So come on out next time, our next webcast, and of course next games, besides the 7:30 game tonight, will be this coming Tuesday. Chance to win some goodies here, courtesy of American Legion Baseball. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 man on. Missing on the outside, and the count goes to 2-0. Holy Family up by 4. They have 7 hits in the ball game, 2 errors. Next pitch, nice location fastball on the inside corner at the knees. 2-1. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. The throw to second if it's in time, and he's safe. You saw a lot of Holy Family fans. Literally, you could hear their mouths hitting the floor, dropping, thinking that they had him out. But a close play at second, nonetheless. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And we're hearing a lot of people saying that was close. No instant replay here, so you can see a little discussion. Holy Family coach coming out, wanting to kind of get a ruling on that one. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Windsor again with an opportunity here. Base hit could score him. So Spadifa now going 6 full innings. Actually, yep, 6 innings here. Curveball hit down the right. It's going to go over, and nice catch, actually. I thought it was going to get over the first baseman. Makes the catch right on the line. So there's 2 outs. Big out there for Holy Family. So Spadifa battling here. And Zach Lilly with an opportunity here, trying to get him at with a 2-out rally. Man on second. So Andrew Spadifa doing a great job here this evening, getting the fly out. First pitch going to go to the shortstop, should get him out of the inning. Throw across the diamond, gets him. So Andrew Spadifa battling here after 5.5. It's a 10-6 ball game. American Legion Baseball from Butch Butler. We'll be right back.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of Northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
Play ball.
Welcome back to Butch Butler Field. 5.5 in the books. We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We are going 2 tonight. That's right. Let's play 2. And we have another winner. We're giving away a American Legion baseball. And we'll get the name of the young man that won. You had to be under, how? Under 15, and a young lady won. We'll get that name. And the trivia question is, what's Yogi Bear's sidekick? And obviously it's Boo Boo.
You do have a winner. The name was Boo Boo, and the lady that won was Addie Parker.
Addie Parker just got a American Legion baseball by answering Boo Boo. Like it. So congratulations again. Get out to the ballparks. We would love to have you come check us out. So Hayden Lynn going to step to the plate here as we enter into the top half of the inning. Fly ball, first pitch hitting. Right fielder makes the catch for the first out. A.J. Perez with 1 out, stepping to the plate. Perez takes a ball, and it's now 1-0. So we have a new pitcher in for Windsor, Tanner Plata, number 2. Delivers a strike. It's now 1-1 strike with 1 out on the fly ball. Plata set, curveball. Little looper going to fall for a base hit. So Josh Baker now with 1 out. This is where Holy Family gets really dangerous. It seems like that 1 and 2 out rallies has really been kind of the key for them here this evening. 10 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Holy Family in purple and gray. Windsor 6 runs, 5 hits. Hit to the shortstop, going to go look for 2 if he could dig it out. Throw is not a good throw, gets past the first baseman, so the runner advances to second. Zach Becker stepping to the plate, the shortstop. Golden opportunity to get out of that one and get away with no runs scored. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him here in the top half of the inning. We are in the 6th inning, Butch Butler Field, American Legion Baseball. This pitch has popped up. Potentially this could be the final out. Second baseman squeezes it, gets it. Really, you think about it, got a chance to redeem himself because he made the throwing error, and it's 1-2-3. So after 5.5 in the books, it's a 10-6 ball game. We'll be right back.
Play ball.
Stay. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
As you can see on our scoreboard, we're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And actually it looks like 7, but scoreboard having a little trouble here tonight. Meaning a little malfunction on the scoreboard itself, but you can see 10 runs for the visitors in purple there on the mound. We have a new pitcher here, Andrew Spatafa, doing a great job, of course, holding down this Windsor Wizards team and keeping them to 6 runs. First pitch taken for a strike. Left-hander delivers, and it's 0-1. So 2 quick pitches. So it's Austin Zaster that stepped in, and 3 straight pitches, fastballs. And he gets the strikeout. So quick relief here by Zaster in the bottom half of the 6th inning. So Isaiah Salazar now looking to try to get something going, down by 4 runs. 10-6 ball game. Zaster delivers outside, and it's now 1-0. Steady diet of fastballs here so far by the reliever. 5 after 7 here, Mountain Time. We'll try to get this one going here by 7:30, game 2. 2 balls, no strikes on the fastball. There's 1 out. So Andrew Spatifa going most of the way here this evening. Hits the batter, and it looked like it caught him on the back of the leg or the knee, and you can see rolling around. That one's got to hurt a little bit. So they're going to look him over and see, again, not so much that it hit him in the head or anything, it was more of hitting him on the back of the leg, and it's just taking some time to get over this. So 10 runs on 8 hits here for, you can see getting up and walking it off. Clearly a slight limp, and understandably so, took one on the back of the leg or the knee. But as we mentioned, Holy Family with 10 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, and so far Windsor with 6 runs, 5 hits. Difference has been the errors. So we have a pinch, it looks like a pinch hitter, pinch runner, Colin Brotho, stepping up. Jaden Maya stepping up. Number 15 here for Windsor. Again, you only have a couple of at-bats left here. Of course, they're the home team in this game. So needing to get something going against Zaster here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Hits him as well. That's 2 hit batters. So right now with 1 out, you have men at first and second. You'll take it any way you can get it, right?
Now batting shortstop,
Braden Martinez. Shortstop, of course, doing a fine job here in the ball game here for Windsor. Opportunity. We'll see if those hit batters will come back to haunt them, meaning the Tigers. You think about what Zaster came in, 3 straight pitches and got the first strikeout, gets past the catcher. So men are now at second and third. So Welsh with a ball getting past him behind the plate. Base hit could score 2 runs and draw it within 2. One ball, no strikes. Both men on basically because they got hit with the pitch. Next pitch gonna be high. Zaster now missing. Now 2-0. Funny thing about baseball, you come in really coming in very effective there with the first batter, and then all of a sudden the wheel's starting to fall off just a little bit. 2-0 pitch, hit deep. This is going way back, going up against the fence. 2 runs will easily score. Heading to third, and a stand-up triple, and it's a 10-8 ball game. So just like that, 2 hit batters and a screaming double. And the pitcher, Morphin, now stepping up to the plate. Of course, he was the designated hitter for a while. Came in and did a great job before he was relieved by Plata. First pitch taken for a ball, and it's now 1-0. So Zaster now really with a challenge here with a very good hitter in Morphin. Next pitch just missing again. Count goes to 2-0. 10-8 ball game. 1 out. Opportunity here for Windsor to get another one across the plate. Next pitch hit deep. This could score him. Tagging at third is Windsor. easily going to score, not going to be in time. So Windsor now, with the scoring fly ball, is now down by 1, 10-9. So Logan Thornton now, hard to believe they were down by 6 runs at one point, faces a curveball by Zaster for strike 1. Zaster trying to get out of this one. Another curveball, drops one in for strike 2. So the way he started it, started it off with all fastballs, 3 straight fastballs for a strikeout, now with 2 straight curveballs and 2 strikes. Next one is fouled away. That was a fastball. Count still remains at 0-2. Just like the weather changing, now of course we've got sun peeking in. There's a deep fly ball. Center fielder going back to the fence. And it's going to be another double at least off the wall. Heading towards third. Throw is not going to be even close. They're not going to even try. And a triple here for Windsor with 2 outs. So Noah Baker now stepping to the plate. 2 big hits here by Windsor after 2 batters getting hit. And now it is a 10-9 ball game. Base hit, and we're all knotted up. Zaster, nice curveball, waved at, and it's 0-2. I'll give Zaster credit. He is challenging these big hitters here for Windsor, dropping these curveballs in. 0-2 pitch outside. Count goes to 1-2. So Welsh looking maybe to make a play at third. Going wide on the pitch, keeping the ball in play. 1-2 pitch, fastball waved at, strikes him out. Big strikeout. But in the inning, 3 runs are in by Windsor. They're back in this one as we head to the 7th inning. You're watching American Legion Baseball, 10-9 ball game, and it is the Tigers on top.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
We're in the 7th inning. Wow, interesting way that the turn of events have happened. Like I said earlier, with the weather changing drastically, so has the turn of events in this ball game. Windsor coming back with some big hits here in the last inning, and now it's a 10-9 ball game. So Zaster, who came in now trying to redeem himself, giving up some big balls there, up against the fence, literally in center field. First pitch by Plata going to be outside for a ball, and it's now 1-0. Mike Ray, Warren Ray, Cameron Gibson bringing it to you. We're going to add a few more in here. Let's say Gil Salazar also bringing it to you. Next pitch whacked to right field. Right fielder coming in, makes the catch in the sunlight, and there's one down. So Plata now starting to settle down, 1 pitch, 1 out.
The batter, right fielder,
Nick McCowan trying to rough up Plata here, top half of the 7th inning. Comes in at a 3/4 sidearm for a strike on the outside corner, and it's now 0-1. How important is it for Plata to be effective here? Drops a big curveball, sweeping curveball for a strike, and it's 0-2. So Plata mixing speeds and locations, quickly getting the advantage. Another curveball. This one's going to drop for a base hit. So the catcher Welsh, we've painted the picture about him as far as his effectiveness with the bat. Very important at bat here for Welsh as well as Plata for Windsor. Blows a fastball by him, and it's now 0-1, swung on and missed. But very good hitting for Holy Family. You could see that curveball really dropped and just was patient. Next pitch going to be a slow roller to the shortstop. Trying to get 2. They get it. So a nice double play turned by Windsor just when they needed it, and they get out of the inning. So after 6.5 in the books, 10-9 ball game, and it is the Tigers on top. You're watching Colorado American Legion Baseball here from Butch Butler Field. We're in Game 1. We'll be right back.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of Northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
Play ball.
Bottom half of the 7th inning, we'll see if this turns out to be a disaster or a character win here for the reliever Zaster, who has come in. In the last inning, of course, came out smoking with 3 straight fastballs for a strikeout, and then, of course, hit 2 batters and then 2 screaming doubles, and now it's a 10-9 ball game. First pitch taken for a ball in the inside corner, and it's now 1-0. Tanner Plata now stepping to the plate. Of course, came in relief 2 innings ago. Looking to get his team back in this one. Next pitch, an excuse me swing. Shortstop comes up with a throw, gets him at first for the first down. So there's 1 down. Plata there took a half swing, and it was a 1-hopper to the shortstop. So Zaster looking to complete this one and get out of here with a win. Hits the outside corner with a fastball delivery, and it's now 0-1. So Zaster coming back with that fastball that he challenged Windsor with last inning, trying to get out of this one. Next pitch, curveball, just missing outside. It's now even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Zaster fastball a little bit high, but waved at. Count goes to 1-2. So now Zaster looking for some big pitches here. Comes in, looked like he threw almost like a screwball. It had literally some tail on it, and it tailed away from the batter, swung on and missed for the strikeout. So some good English either way, however he did it, and he's got 2 outs. A.J. Hansen, the catcher, trying to keep this one going, down by 1 run, 2 outs. First pitch, Zaster coming in with a fastball, and it's now 0-1. So clearly he is challenging Windsor here, trying to get out of this and win the ball game. Zaster, nice curveball. Swung on and missed for strike 2. That one was in the dirt and clearly wished he hadn't swung on that one. But some good English whatsoever on the break. 0-2 pitch. This may drop for a base hit and may even go 2. So it's a 2-out single by the catcher. So Tanner Rogers coming into the ball game here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And it looks like, yeah, this is his first at-bat, going to come in and try to keep this one going. So it's a 2-out single. Zaster trying to finish this one up here for Holy Family, trying to retain the win. First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1, took a little bit off on the changeup, and it's 0-1. Really like what I'm seeing here with Zaster, the way he's just coming in and barreling it. Next pitch hit. If it drops, it does for a base hit. It gets past the left fielder. We'll see if they wave him in. Here comes the throw. Is it in time? They get him. Wow. What a way to end the ball game. You're going to see a discussion. Brad Deal wants to get a ruling. You could see the bobble in left field by the left fielder, stayed with it, and a good relay to get the throw here in time. So far the rule is standing. If so, Holy Family walks away with a 1-run win at 10-9. So they still are having this discussion. And it looks like Brad Deal's going to lose his case. And Holy Family wins game 1, 10-9. What a great ball game. So we're going to take a short break. We're going to go and take a couple of commercial breaks. We're going to have an interview here with a young man that potentially could be the next announcer here for the Rockies. We'll be right back.
Established in 1979, Rick's Furniture has been providing quality new and used furniture with no pushy salespeople. Customers travel from all over northern Colorado and Wyoming to Rick's Furniture, who offers top-of-the-line service, prices, and a variety of furniture. Call them today at 970-352-5560. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and close on Sundays. 970-352-5560. Rick's Furniture.
At Milliken Animal Clinic, our purpose is to serve the residents of northern Colorado by providing exceptional, affordable veterinary care for their furry family members. Our clients will always be treated with respect, dignity, and compassion as if they were our own. It is our desire to make lasting relationships with our clients and to be there for our patients through every stage of life. Plus reasonably priced pet food and supplies. Milliken Animal Clinic, affordable veterinary care. Call 970-518-1252.
Set up.
Oh, you did it with okay. A couple times. We did UNC one game, a couple games, and then they were waiting until they hired somebody else. I couldn't get hired full time, so I just I'll come and work here as well.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah.
Troy's awesome.
Yeah, oh, Troy's really. He's a good announcer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Was it Mike Rice that was there?
Mike Rice. Yeah. Mike Rice. Yeah.
Nice guy, too. Really nice guy. There's a couple of radio stations that I can. I'm not even saying who they are yet. There's an AM and FM combo that I know a guy that knows it from the East Coast, but the problem with that is he's run two stations. Radio just doesn't run it. And that's why I'm afraid to put it out.
Yeah. You have to, if you got it, you have to get a partner.
Yeah.
So you can start.
Yeah, and I
no
would.
No overhead.
There you go. And actually, the way it's set up, it could be gotten as marketing guy is he's a story. This guy.
can see it.
He's just like my grandkid. I swear, he acts just like him. You know, first place.
So you guys still gonna do the interview?
And
Yeah, we will on the second game. We'll get him, but he's going to get the mic. He's just I'm letting him get stuff together.
Should I turn off the stream then?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead and turn it off. Because we're going to reset it up here. We'll start.